Good day, everyone. My name is Lucy, and I'm a senior learning designer with Academy.net Ethiopia. In this presentation, I'll be sharing my reflection on the future of learning and blended learning in Ethiopia higher education, focusing on the learner's experience, institutional challenges, and where we may be heading in the next decade. To begin with, online and blended learning grew very fast during the COVID-19 period. However, after the pandemic, many students across Ethiopia returned to preferring face to face learning. This tells us something very important. The challenge is not just about technology, it's about how online learning was designed and experienced. So, to understand the future, we must first understand the learner. From the learner's point of view, many students face real challenges. These include high data costs, unstable internet, power outrage, and limited access to personal devices. Because of this, delayed responses or low participation often do not mean lack of interest. Instead, they reflect structural barriers. So, any future plan for online learning must start with empathy. At the same time, faculty members faced their own challenges. Many were asked to move online quickly without enough training or design support. As a result, some online courses became digital copies of classroom lectures with limited interaction. This experience had made many faculty members more comfortable returning to traditional teaching. Looking back at the 2019 pivot, they were both successes and failures. On the positive side, institutions adopted LMS platform and began digital conversations. However, on the negative side, many courses lacked structure, feedback, and social connection. This shows us that emergency online teaching is not the same as well-designed online learning. Research helps explain this clearly. The community of inquiry framework tells us that strong learning experience need teaching presence, social presence, and cognitive presence. When one of these is missing, students struggle to stay motivated and engaged. So design matters more than the tool itself. Therefore, moving forward, institutions must shift focus not from technology but from experience design. This means designing courses that assume low bandwidth, limited devices, and busy learners. When design fits reality, learning improves. In practice, this can be simple. For example, clear weekly schedules, short videos, audio feedback, and asynchronous discussion works well. Messaging tools like WhatsApp can support communication when LMS is difficult. Small design choices actually make the big difference. However, faculty cannot do this alone. They need training, instructional design support, and time to redesign their courses properly. When faculty feel supported, they are more willing to experiment and improve online learning. Beyond faculty, policies also matter. So government investment, institutional strategies, and international partnership can strengthen digital education system. Technology without policy and people will not scale. So now what does the future looks like? Online learning in Ethiopia will likely not replace face-to-face education. Instead, blended and flexible model will grow, especially for professionals and applied programs. Acceptance will also increase as quality improves. In summary, the future of online learning in Ethiopia depends on four things: empathy, intentional design, instructor presence, and flexibility. When learners feel supported, they would stay. This idea here that I shared are grounded in research on online learning design, social presence, and learners' readiness in Ethiopia. Thank you for listening. As a final reflection, I invite you to think about this. What is one realistic change any institution you know can make today to improve online and blended learning? I look forward to hearing your thoughts as I have shared mine with you today.